back to van lifing. I'm so excited. Like, I love my dad, but like staying stagnant for a week for me is like the hardest thing on the planet. Yesterday, all I did was put my car back together, and then I just kind of like laid around, not doing much. I was like, I can't wait till morning. I can't wait till morning. I can't wait till morning. I just don't know how to relax. Neither does she. Hey, say hi. Well, no, Frankie. So, my bed right there. I got on Temu. I think it was like Monday night, and I was looking at all these like beds that like fold up in all these different ways, and I was like, I could do that with my fucking bed. So I had memory foam. I had a king size memory foam that I cut in half, so it was already 2 pieces, but they were stacked on top of each other, and that was my bed. But it was kind of like super soft, so I'm like, I'm gonna go get some 3/8 fucking plywood, and I'm gonna cut it in 3 sections. So I did that, and then I got some Gorilla Glue spray adhesive shit. So I glued 1 piece of foam to the bottom and 1 piece of foam to the top. So now it's a little bit sturdier. It's in 3 different pieces now. So I can like fold the top piece up and then fold the middle piece up like this so that it makes like a triangle, and then I have a seat. And then I built myself a fucking table with legs that fold in so it gets stored under my bed on top of Frankie's food bin. And now I can like cut my vegetables and fruit up like a fucking human sitting in a proper seat and on something that's not my toilet top, because that's what I was using. I would put my cutting board on top of my toilet and then cut my shit up like that. And like, let's be real here, it is the lid, but I don't want to cut, and I had a cutting board, but I don't want to cut my food up on my toilet like ghetto superstar. So now I don't have to, and now because winter I'm going to be spending more time in here, and I don't always want to be laying down. I did that last year. I ended up with, and my back is already kind of fucked. It's getting better, but yeah, I don't want to be on my back all fucking winter again, because it's not fun. So I installed like a magnet right here, so that's for my TV, because I watch TV on a tablet, but I have like a piece of metal on the back of the case, and I just magnet it up on like cupboard magnets. So I got a TV holder there, and then one for when I'm like laying in the back in bed. I have it by my bed so that I can watch TV from bed, or I can watch TV while I'm sitting on the couch making food and doing whatever. And Frankie still has like her little Frankie's corner, and then she has the whole floor here, but it's just a little bit more functional now, and I'm not gonna be like doing everything in my bed. Also, the plus side to this, and what kind of got my wheels ticking about this, is I've got this guy that I'm going to see in Burlington-ish area, who doesn't have a spot, and I live in my van. So I was like, it's getting cold out. I really don't want to work outside in a park. Like, I will if I absolutely have to, obviously, but I messaged him and I was like, well, I got a spot, and like we could do it in my van. It's just going to be a little tight, because I was thinking like he could sit on my passenger seat floor with a pillow under his butt, and I could sit on Frankie's bed. Now I can do it where my bed is, because I'll put my bed up into a couch. Woo-wee! Slow the fuck down, bro. But anyways, I could put my bed up into a couch and have him sit in front of me on the lower spot, So now I could like potentially do a little hair in my house. So like super stoked to start trying it out. I did set up the couch at my dad's, but like I had to paint my floor. Super funny story about that. So under my bed it's like a plywood frame, right? And I'm at Slicks, Vicky, my bestie. I was at her place the one day and I was like, I just have to paint this real quick because I can't stand seeing the plywood. So like I just painted the edges because my mattress would move and I would see plywood and everything else is black. I'm fucking retardedly OCD and I'm like, I just don't want to see the plywood. So I painted just like the border of it so that I wouldn't see the plywood. And she's like, you're not going to paint the whole thing? I'm like, no, nobody's ever going to see it. Fucking 6 months later, I had to go and paint the whole fucking thing because now it's my floor. So I was just like, you're a fucking idiot. You should just do it right the first time, Missy. But I never do anything right the first time. I always take the quick route and regret it later. It's how I roll. You know, I'm going to learn things 2, 3, 4 times over. And then I'm like, okay, succumb to the fact that I have to do it properly. Yeah, I'm an idiot. But whatever, it's how I roll. And I don't hurt anybody else doing it besides my wallet. So anyways, yeah, so funny story about that. But anyways, yeah, super fucking stoked to like get my shit going and maybe do hair in my van. Well, I'm definitely gonna do Buddy's hair in my van. That is definitely happening, whether it works back there or up here, it's happening one way or another, so that'll be fun. That'll be the first appointment I actually take in my vehicle. And then, yeah, I can like, oh, and I had a rice maker at my dad's. So I took that back because it's winter time. I might want some cooked food. I do eat mostly raw vegan while I'm traveling. But I have the power bank to be able to, you know, I probably wouldn't do it often, but I can make some rice, I can heat up some soup, I can, you know, do some things. And then I did order a hot plate as well, that I can use for frying up some vegetables potentially, or whatever. It's just nice to have options, whether I use them often or not. They're there if I choose to use them. So yeah, I'm almost like a real life person living in a van now. Like everybody else has these luxuries. It's taking me a little bit to get there. Because I try to be as minimalistic as possible. But yeah, I'm giving in to some of the things for convenience, like a table and a bed that folds into a couch. And something I can make soup or rice in. It is what it is. It's winter. I don't want to suffer. And I have my coffee maker that Ray made me. So yeah, we're going to start living the fucking life of luxury. Oop, gotta turn. But yeah, super pumped for all the things. Week of hard work, well paid off, hopefully.